Hello and what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Miguel. You're watching Miguel EDC, the channel where we talk everything EDC gear here. And today, do another quick unboxing video. Just got this Kansept knife in the mail here and came out of a, part of a bigger package. I took it out of the package here to save time. And we're going to be doing an unboxing, sharing with you my raw first impressions, what the unboxing experience is all about. And doing the honors today, I have another Kansept knife here that I recently just unboxed. This one is, I think, pronounced the Thoth. The Thoth. It's kind of like tooth, but one less O and TH in front as well. So Thoth, right? The Thoth, something like that. This guy is insane, right? The naming aside, it is a sparrow knife design, and this thing is savage. Got the purple haze carbon fiber going on there with the titanium. It is a bolster lock, and it has just great action with a beautiful hollow ground blade. I mean, you got to check out the unboxing on this thing for more details. But yeah, very premium knife and also very, very slicey, as you can imagine, with that big, tall, hollow ground there. So yeah, let's go ahead and check out this guy here, this new box that we just got in. Let's see here. I'm actually doing got quite a few boxes to go through coming back from a small vacation I did, for around 5 to 6 days. And then I had a bunch of boxes here waiting for me upon return. So, of course, this knife and every other knife that you see in this video will be linked down below. So if you're interested in checking prices, availability, variants, right, all those details will be found in the description and pinned comment. We have the usual Kansept paperwork here with the wiping cloth and all the warranty stuff and things like that. So that's all there. We got the silica gel, of course. Let's not forget about that. And of course, we got the knife here. Let's make some room here, clean up a little bit. We got the fabric pouch here. It's kind of like the leather embossed logo in there, or company name, Kansept. And if you guys are ready, I'm ready. We got the boom. All right, got the knife right here. It's labeled as one because I believe there are 3 different variants to this guy, which we'll get into in a moment. All right, so if you guys are ready, I'm ready. Here we go. Bam. All right. And I believe, actually, before we get into it, probably should have mentioned this a moment ago. The name is the Cybin, or the Cybin. It is an edgy blade works design. It is 3.29 inches on the blade there. Stonewash CPM S35VN bronze anodized titanium with frag pattern. Really good. My first impressions, I gotta tell you, I mean, that frag pattern looks really, really good. It's a little bit more on the bigger squares, right? Also, there's a little bit of concavity, right, to the space in between each square, right? So this is definitely a more comfortable frag pattern than some of the other ones where I just see like really straight down cuts, flat cuts, and straight up cuts in between the squares, if you know what I mean. But yeah, this one definitely feels pretty good here. This one, I believe, is the bronze titanium. Right away, I mean, it feels pretty lightweight on hand. We have a backspacer here in black. All the hardware is in black. Backspacer is titanium also. Pocket clip is titanium as well. And I mean, this blade, I mean, this gotta be a savage blade underneath here. We're definitely gonna take a look at that. That pocket clip also looks interesting, to say the least. It's not reversible. Deep carry about that much, right? Not the deepest carry. But yeah, the blade here is what's gonna take the cake. So it looks like we have a fuller. We have obviously an opening hole. So if you guys are ready, I'm ready. Boom. Holy smokes. What in the world do we have going on here, guys? This one is a treat for sure. Let's kind of break this one down here in more detail. I'm gonna give it a nice little wipe, kind of get the oils right out of the box, get it cleaned up. By the way, when you get a brand new knife, in case you're new to this whole EDC knife world, right? They pretty much always come, a little oiled on the blade, so that way they're pristine. And we have the Cybin here. Oh, this is interesting. I mean, are these serialized? It looks like they may be serialized. We got a serial number there. We got the 001 out of 300. Is this literally the first one out of 300? That's interesting. That is definitely interesting. So 300 of these, this one being the first one. It's nice. We have the edgy Knife Works logo on this side. And we have the, of course, Kansept logo on the show side, S35VN steel, and of course, the model number on there. So Kansept knives always have a little bit more billboarding. I mean, the serialized, I don't mind. That's a nice little touch there. So that's awesome. Of course, the blade is a stone wash finish. It is a flat grind. And we're going to need to get the blade police out here to, help us break this one down, because it has a lot like a sheep's foot or a cleaver, a little bit of a harpoon, right, going on there. I don't even know what to classify this. I'm just going to go with sheep's foot, right? Again, it looks like a cleaver in a way if you just cover this much, right? But then it's got this dipping section here. Kind of looks like a harpoon. Of course, it's got that fuller as well. That also makes it look very, very nice. And we do have, again, an opening hole there, which is obviously for opening, deploying the blade. It is a frame lock. We have a steel insert for steel on steel contact, looking at around 30%. I want to say maybe 30-35% of the way in, right? The way it's locked. We also have some good milling going on there on the inside, as you can see. That definitely helps with the weight. And yeah, let's go ahead and close it a couple times. Yes, nice drop shotty action. Spidey flick, you know me, right? If it's an opening hole, I'm gonna Spidey flick all day. Look at this, guys. Boom, right? And again, this is just out of the box action. Check it out. Boom. That is sweet, right? Dropping really nice. Bam. That is savage. All right, I like it. I'm liking the action so far. Reverse flick is money, right? The drop shot, a little bit of a, you know, not a shake shot, but not a guillotine shot. It's a nice drop shot. All right, I like that. Now, thumb deployment. Whoop, of course, I would feel it like a complete noob the first time. Here we go. Bam. All right. Also pretty good. Yeah, you just got to sink your thumb in there, really commit to it, and feel it. Oh, man. Okay, there we go. So I think I do a better job when I try to thumb deploy it. I'm not talking about it. Talking about something else. But yeah, jokes aside, yeah, deploys really good with the thumb deployment. Also with the reverse flick. Can I deploy off of the fuller, right? Can I use the fuller? Okay, listen, I was not expecting that to work at all. I was just gonna clown around and say, you know, is it possible? Is it not? I was expecting it to fail, right? Just like it did there. But I guess if you give it the beans, there we go. A little flick of the wrist helps, right? So in case you're wondering, I know somebody will be in the comments like, did you try the fuller? What? How come that? Yeah, I mean, it's not the intended deployment method. Obviously, that's why you got a big old opening hole there. But if you wanted to, in case you're curious, yes, you can do it off of the fuller if you wanted to. I mean, I think it's the fuller there serves a purpose for personality. Definitely gives it a nice pop, right? If it was just a flat surface without that fuller there, you know, it'd be, you know, interesting design, but that fuller kind of ties it all in, I think, in my opinion. Ergonomically speaking, right, you got no forward choke spot, but this curvature here kind of, you know, made for your index finger. All other fingers follow suit. I have average hands, not the biggest of hands or smallest of hands. And as you can see here, I can get a full purchase, right, on this bad boy. Quite a bit of handle left there. No lanyard hole on this one, which, again, I have absolutely zero problems with. My lanyard people out there might have a problem with, maybe the 5 or 6 of you, but I'm okay with that. Makes it a nice clean design there. And yeah, in the hand, I mean, this, again, very interesting pocket clip. Kind of looks like a flag, right? Kind of being hit by the wind. It's got all these different waves on top and waves on the bottom. But honestly, let me see. I'm going to get a good squeeze here. Yeah, if I do squeeze really hard, obviously, you're going to feel something there. That's a given, right? But actually, as a matter of fact, yeah, a good, you know, 9.5 out of 10, right? So it definitely works. The only thing is not reversible, but, you know, most cases I see frame locks typically either have a lefty version or they're not reversible at all with some companies. The one thing for sure, though, in the ergonomics department is this is my standard grip here, but obviously, you know, this curvature here is meant for your thumb, right? The way that sits right there. Look at that. It's like it was meant to fit my thumb perfectly. And honestly, yeah, that's exactly what they were thinking about, right? So there's no jimping here. I'm sure that was intentional. Place your thumb there, and we are getting to work. We're destroying some cardboard. We're cutting rope. We're food prepping, whatever it is we're doing. This guy, campsite, out there surviving, whatever tactical you do, whatever you got going on in your life, right? EDC-wise, this guy got you covered for sure. That feels good. It feels a natural resting place for my thumb, and I'm locked in and ready to go. That's awesome. Yep. Kind of reminds me a little bit of my Yojimbo, right? Kind of how it has a little curvature for your thumb as well. Right, this one you also get the little harpoon section to kind of stop your thumb there as well. So that's also executed nicely. And overall, yeah, great action, good weight to it, right? Great execution on the blade. I mean, making a great first impression. Obviously, that's what this video is. It's not a review or anything like that just yet. I'm seeing this knife for the first time, folks. You saw me take it out of the box. So just my raw first impressions of the knife so far. I can tell you, definitely is making a really good first impression. So let's do some size comparisons here next to some of the typical suspects here in the channel. There is your stitch from Microtech. Here is the MSI from Microtech as well. Those are going to be a little bit larger, obviously, as you can see. Here's the Spidey Brothers, the Manix 2, right, which is going to be just a hair larger. And here's that Yojimbo I was talking about, right? The Yojimbo has a place for you to place your thumb like this, which is what that guy reminded me of. Of course, the big difference, this guy has a harpoon section that also holds your thumb in place, right? Which here is a little bit more free. But yeah, kind of reminded me of that. The Yojimbo, one of my favorite Spideys. Although it's, you know, weird, quirky look. It's meant as a self-defense knife, but it actually makes a great EDC knife, come to find out. So check it out, unboxing and review here in the channel if you haven't seen it yet. And of course, all these knives are linked down below. So if you're interested in checking prices, availability, variants, and all that good stuff, all those links will be in the description and the pinned comments as well. There is your Demko AD 20.5, very similar, okay? Something I think is savage about this guy is the, you know, concave or a little curve that kind of gives it a nice little sharp point right here in the front. That is pretty savage there. The Shark Cub, this one being the Thoth model, came out recently here. Check out the unboxing on it if you haven't yet. This one is a little bit shorter by comparison there. But yeah, I would say maybe in that medium category, maybe perhaps borderline large. Here are two knives I definitely think are in the large category. These might be a little bit bigger. The Civivi Vision FG, the Kizer Militaw. Yeah, these are certainly going to be maybe half an inch, quarter of an inch or so bigger than the, we said this guy's name is the Cybin, go with Cybin. And last but not least, here's the CJRB Hectare Alt. And of course, the one that we used to unbox this bad boy here, the Thoth, right? This one here from Spyderco Knife Design, right? Recently unboxing the channel as well. I mean, this thing is larger, hollow ground, has a lot going for it, especially the geometry that I really like. It's kind of sort of also like a tanto at the same time. So check this one out here in the channel if you haven't yet. Unboxing video should be live now. But again, hopefully you own some of these knives, right? Gives you more or less a ballpark where this guy lands size-wise. Another thing you notice too in the handle, right? It's an interesting handle, kind of starts a little bit big here, then drops a little bit thinner here, right? Kind of gets a little thicker and ends obviously being much thicker and also curve here towards the back. Very interesting. It kind of doesn't follow any traditional lines per se. It has a whole bunch of curvature, a whole bunch of, you know, bending and whatnot. Kind of looks pretty unique, honestly. Again, there's a sea of handle designs out there in the world right now, but I don't know, I can't pinpoint and say this looks like anything else I've seen. So that's what I mean. Of course, getting very scientific here, we gotta do our scientific cutting test. S35VN, pretty toothy edge there, to say the least. Let's go ahead and cut to this guy here. All right, there we go. We got some swirls going on there, looking pretty good. Boom, right? Look at that, full slice. That's another thing too, you have quite the cutting path on this one. The fact that it curves out like that gives you an additional maybe quarter of an inch of blade there, so that's nice. So this is gonna slice with this flat grind. Oops, I cut right there. Boom, there we go. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna cut paper. No surprises there. As far as cardboard, I have a piece of an Amazon box here. We're gonna go ahead and cut through it. We got single wall cardboard. Remember, when cutting cardboard, don't cut perpendicular, but rather at an angle. So it will look something like this. Yes, and I'm doing it a little bit slower so you guys can see it in action. But yeah, it's actually going through the material there pretty effortlessly. All right, with that, I tapered off on that one just last minute. And then let's do one last one. There we go. Boom. I like one more. I mean, is it going to go through cardboard pretty well? Yes, absolutely. I mean, it has the geometry for it. Flat grind, pretty slicing. I mean, it does get, it looks a little bit thicker up here, but when I check this section here, it's not necessarily as thick. So it looks to me that it continues to get gradually thicker, perhaps. But one thing is for sure. I mean, it's a flat grind. So it's 35 VN. They come very sharp out of the box. You guys rate in the comments on a scale from 1 through 10. How sharp are these guys? Right? How much of an edge do they come with out of the box? You guys all let me know. Well, there you have it, guys. Just a quick overview, quick unboxing on the Cybin, right, from Kansept. It is a Edgy Blade Works collaboration here. I mean, looking pretty good. Great action there on the thumb deployment, on the reverse flick, especially the drop shot action. Oh, that is nice. And of course, gotta love the geometry on this one. Is that the handle is kind of unique in its own way. The blade geometry kind of looks very unique in its own way. So I'll take you over here to the 5-point zoom, 5x zoom, right, just to give you some more detail on there. You can see there the frag pattern, right? Actually a comfortable, not too aggressive frag pattern there. Here's the other side. Boom, right, check that out. And again, 1 out of 300. So that's very interesting that they're doing a limited production on these, or maybe different badges, who knows. But that is certainly cool there. But of course, this guy will be linked down below, just like any other knife that you saw in this video, right? If you guys want to check out prices, availability, variants, check out those links. Of course, you guys know how it goes by now, right? I do a quick, raw first impression video, then I come back with a comprehensive review. I also wanted to mention that you have good access to the lock bar here, and the lock bar is pretty easy to disengage as well. So definitely wanted to make sure I pointed that out as well. But yeah, we'll be dropping that comprehensive review here in the near future. So if you're not yet subscribed, this will be a great time to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I make knife and ADC content like this on a daily basis. I promise you it will be worth coming back for more. And if you haven't yet, smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. It will help your boy out. Shout out to Kansept for sending these in. And also shout out to my Patreon supporters on screen there for supporting what I do here on YouTube. You guys can support what I do on Patreon or right here on YouTube by becoming a channel member. You'll get access to exclusive perks. Check out the unboxing on the right there for the Thoth, right, model here from Spyderco Knife Works, collaboration also with Kansept. Or check out this other Kansept model right here on the right as well. If you made it to the end, you're the real MVP, guys. Thank you so much for your love and support. Love and appreciate every single one of you guys. Take care, and I'll catch you on the next video. This one or this one. Peace.